with the first topic we got, man. And let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room on this first topic. All right. So, of course, last night, man, we had Zuffa boxing. We're going to get into that topic first, right out the gate. Zuffa boxing first event last night, on Paramount Plus last night in Vegas at the UFC Apex Arena. Uh, Lackluster event out the gate. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 100. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 1,000. Wow. The production, I can say this: the production for us, how everything looked and stuff was cool. It was solid, definitely solid production for the first event. The commentary, Max Kellerman and all of them guys, horrible. Like y'all trying to sell us that this boxing was good last night, and this boxing was not good last night. We're gonna keep it all the way up above. This boxing last night from Zuffa boxing was not good boxing. And the crazy part about this shit is the fact that the guys that signed the Zuffa that were the A side in majority of these fights, they didn't really show up and do anything crazy for real significant. I mean, I can tell you from the main event with Colin Wash, he did not look good in his fight. And he's the guy, one of the main guys from Zuffa Boxing that they're promoting as they're trying to push him into being one of their stars with Zuffa Boxing. And we ain't see that shit last night from Colin Wash. Colin Wash looked like his ass to get stopped by guys, a lot of guys in his division. He don't look good. No, the Julian Rodriguez fight was cool. It wasn't like that for real. It wasn't much. I mean, there was some action, but it wasn't much to it. The Michelle Rodriguez fight wasn't too much action into that either for real, honestly, man. Like, even though he did get a fourth round stoppage, but it's just the let me just reiterate this. The product that they put on display last night was not good boxing. And they have more events that's going to be similar like this. I'm just saying the product of Zuffa boxing, the fights, the actual fights, was not good fights. You want to know why? Because of the low-level talent that you have on display. The guys that you have fighting isn't that much talented for real, to be honest. They're not. And it showed on display last night for sure. Now, production, good. Commentary, horrible. Like, you got Max Kellerman trying to sell us that the fights were good and saying that, no, these are the best fight and the best. No, it is not the best fight and the best with Zuffa boxing. Let's kill that bullshit-ass narrative. It's not. They're setting up their own ranking system and everything to pretty much be another promotional company, another side of the street, pretty much. Zuffa boxing is another side of the street. Ain't no difference from them. And you see it within, how they moving and stuff. You know what I mean? Because obviously, they got, Ja Opatai, and they're already telling Ja Opatai they're going to allow him to unify up. You know what I mean? For the cruiserweight division. That's going against what Dana White said. Dana White, he the same man that said that he ain't acknowledging any of the sanctioned bodies but Zuffa and Ring Magazine. That's what Dana White said. But they went against their word for signing Ja Opatai and allowing him to be able to unify or become undisputed over there in cruiserweight division. You feel me? So I'm just saying, Zuffa boxing ain't nothing but another side of a fucking street. And you see my boy D Lynch, salute to my boy D Lynch, he said they was the F side boxing. Hey, you know what is so crazy, bro? I seen a dude called Zuffa boxing this morning the XFL of boxing, bro, which had me in tears, dog. Like, he called Zuffa boxing the XFL of boxing, and it was so fucking relevant for him to say that because it's the absolute truth. Zuffa boxing ain't nothing but the fucking XFL boxing. They ain't no better than motherfucking Pro Box. Pro Box definitely could put on better cards than that shit. I just seen that for sure. Zuffa boxing It's not going to be great fights that we give for them. It's not the best fight in the best because you got low-level C and D fucking plus and minus fighters and prospects fighting each other. You ain't gonna see no stars over there fighting like that. A lot of stars ain't gonna go over there for that pay scale that they trying to pay fighters over there in Zuffa boxing. And I've been telling y'all this shit. Been telling y'all this shit about the Zuffa boxing. Like, hey, the Zuffa boxing shit gonna be trash. It's gonna be ass. I'm telling you, with the fights that they have on display, the fighters that they're signing to their company, I'm telling you that Zuffa boxing ain't gonna be shit. And it was proven on the first event last night. Proven, 100%. Been telling you. And now y'all seeing it on display. And for anybody trying to hype this Zuffa shit, bro, you can't convince me and tell me last night was good boxing, bro. You can't. Fool yourself if you want to be a fool. But that was not no good fucking boxing. That's not the best fight, and the best over there is Zuffa boxing. They ain't nothing but another fucking promotional company in the sport. Nothing but it. And I don't even see how this shit gonna last long. You see the fans last night, bro? It was like 100 motherfuckers in there. It was like less than 100 people there last night, dog. Literally. People walking out on them, they going to drink and gamble. They ain't trying to see this bullshit. There wasn't no excitement, no electric in the arena last night from this card. None. Fans just sitting there, they in their phones and shit. They like, shit, when this shit gonna be over with? And then for y'all to have all them fights to last up to 12, 1 o'clock in the morning is even more nasty work. People's not gonna want to waste their Friday nights watching shit like that, bro. And y'all gotta understand with the sport of boxing, we want to see the significant names fight. Yes, we do want to see the prospects and see, you know, the younger guys get it in. Of course, that's what we need to be pushing a lot more. And I've been telling y'all this for months. But with this in general, no. This was nasty work last night. They're going to give products like this week after week. A lot of people's not going to waste their Friday nights watching Zuffa boxing. They're not. This same card on the same night of Pro Box TV. Everybody's watching Pro Box TV. They're not going to watch this shit. And it's just the fact of the matter. You feel me? Like, I'm just trying to understand. Let me salute some people in the building. So I already saluted my boy TD Sports Talk, man. Salute to my brother, man. Greenwald Boxing Podcast. Salute to my cousin, D Lynch in the building. Baltimore's finest. Salute to my dog. J Man, you already know my dog, man. 513. You already know the vibes, my guy. Gecko Kid Marco was popping, my boy. Crucial Content in the building. Tim Layton in the building was popping. And my boy Gecko Kid Marco, he says, give it time, they will take over. How will they take over? That's the question. How? I don't think this shit gonna last long, personally. That's just me personally. I give it about 3 years at the max. I don't think it's gonna last long. Because the thing is, if Paramount Plus isn't profiting off of Zuffa boxing, they're not gonna stay working with them guys. That's just the truth of the fucking matter. And Dana White, he ain't doing nothing but what Bob Earl did with Top Rank with ESPN by taking a boatload of money from Paramount Plus, running events, 12 a year, and you downplaying and you downpaying the fighters. You pocketing all the bread and you giving the fucking fighters peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. That shit ain't gonna last long, and the stars ain't gonna fuck with that shit. They're going to have to offer crazy bread for the stars to come over there in Zuffa boxing. They got John Opatai, but John Opatai isn't considered a crazy, like a big star within the sport. He's not. That's just the truth of the matter. John Opatai damn near needed a move like that in particular for real. But at the same time, it's going to be hard to get other fights, though, with him being over there. It's going to be hard for a lot of the guys that's under that staple, like Rayo Valenzuela, for instance. Him, He on Zuffa boxing. Rayo Valenzuela, he fighting at 135, 140. Tell me what fighters they have at 135 or 140. Like, what fighters do they have for Rayo Valenzuela to fight over there at 135 or 140? They don't have nobody. Alexander Usyk in negotiations talking with Zuffa boxing on the situation. Why would Alexander Usyk go to Zuffa? What fights do they have in heavyweight for Alexander Usyk? Like, like I'm just saying, like, we gotta read the room with this shit, man. We real life gotta read the room in this shit. Like, Zuffa boxing, this shit is cool. I respect it for us them, create another platform for the prospects and some of the low level guys to get some work in and everything. I respect that aspect of it. But don't promote this shit as this the best fighting the best and this gonna be the best thing smoking in boxing. This ain't that. This shit ain't even no better than Pro Box. I was watching Adam 22 and motherfucking Jason Love fighting on Aiden Ross last night on his boxing event. That shit was more exciting than this shit last night, than Zuffa. We were seeing some knockouts. We were seeing some motherfuckers cracking. We didn't see much cracking in this event last night with Zuffa boxing, bro. We got to keep it 1,000 well. This shit trash. Hot garbage. This shit garbage, bro. And I told y'all this shit was going to be that. And it was everything I told y'all it was going to be. I told you this shit wasn't going to be about shit, man. Zuffa boxing, the other promotion of the country has nothing to be scared of from them. Nothing. They just got to work. They just got to work. And then let me do this too, because I've been seeing a lot of this talk too. Why y'all motherfuckers keep talking like boxing dead? Like, why y'all keep having these conversations talking like boxing is dead? Boxing is not dead, not what's so big, bro. We got literally about 5 fights next Saturday. If you want to add the weekend, we got like 7 fight cards next weekend. Boxing is far from dead right now. It's a lot of action right now. The problem is a lot of content creators don't talk about a lot of the whole entire landscape. That's the problem. Y'all only talk about a handful of niggas. So when you only place yourself talking to a handful, talking about a hand or 2 handful of fighters, that drowns y'all content to where y'all content ain't about shit for real, because y'all really 100% ain't for the sport because y'all not talking about the whole entire landscape. Stop talking about this boxing shit is dead when we got fucking Bachram versus Josh Kelly next Saturday. Pro Box TV got a card next Friday. We got fucking Xander Zayas and Abaz Baru fight next Saturday. We got Adam Azim and fucking Gustavo Lemos fight next Saturday. We got Shakur and Tio fight next Saturday. I just named y'all 5 cards right there for next weekend. And we talking about boxing is dead? That's the conversation. That shouldn't even be no fucking conversation. Boxing will always be here, regardless to who's the biggest star in the sport or whatsoever. Boxing moves on. This boxing is literally one of the oldest sports. Probably the oldest sport that we have in the world. And y'all keep having this conversation talking about boxing is dead and shit, talking about Zuffa, they gonna be turning up and taking up. Zuffa ain't doing shit. They ain't nothing but another promotional company that's gonna be in the realm of Pro Box TV. And Pro Box TV gives a better product. Because they putting on banger fights. We ain't gonna get no banger fights out of the Zuffa shit. I'm telling you. You're gonna see a lot of showcase fights from the guys that signed on for Zuffa. Zuffa gonna be finding guys and other promotional companies that's probably not, signed on to no contract like they did with Colin Wash and Carlos Ocampo. Carlos Ocampo ain't signed with nobody. Yeah, bring his ass over to fight Colin Wash at 154. And Carlos Ocampo, he knocked Colin Wash down last night. Colin Wash won the fight by decision, but the fight was not advertising, not entertaining at all. That's what I'm saying. All y'all motherfuckers be saying this boxing is dead shit. Y'all not real fans 100% if y'all seeing that shit because there's a lot of action out here right now. And Zuffa's not going to be giving us the crazy action in this shit, honestly, off of what we seen last night. You feel me? I've been telling y'all this shit. Here telling y'all this. I'll put it right there. So let me read some comments on this shit before we switch up a little bit. Miss Joette was popping, sis. Salute to my sister, Miss Joette. Hope you doing well, sis. My boy Tez305 in the building was popping with my boy. Ryan Walker was popping, my brother. How you doing, my boy? He said pure hot flaming garbage, bro. That's what I'm saying. Bro, majority of the internet last night, watching Zuffa last night, majority of them, 90%, everybody was saying Zuffa boxing first event was trash last night. So I know I ain't bugging what I'm saying. I seen what I seen. Motherfucker can't, persuade me that shit was good boxing last night. I'm sorry. Sorry but not sorry. That's why we had sorry but not sorry boxing talk. I'm unapologetic with this shit. I don't give a fuck. Zuffa boxing shit was trash. I don't give a fuck if it was their first event. I don't care. It was trash. Hot goodbyes. My boy Tears 305, he said, I ain't know Andre Ward was fucking with Zuffa. Yeah, he fucking with Zuffa because he's trying to get a bag. Andre Ward over there, that's why he be saying my excellency and all of that shit. He be dick eating turkey and shit for a bag too. My boy Rod Walker said this was below G League basketball. It was the equivalent to watching elementary kids play basketball at the YMCA, and none of them are your kids. Hey, bro, I just mentioned it earlier, bro, where I said that I seen this dude called Zuffa Boxing the XFL of boxing. That shit had me floored, bro, when I seen that shit this morning. Because it's the absolute truth. Zuffa ain't nothing but the XFL of fucking boxing, dog. Real shit. Said my boy J-Man, he said Gecko, because MMA wasn't a major sport, big stage-wise. Boxing already a major sport for centuries, bro. That not gonna work. Facts, bro. And the thing is, y'all not reminding yourselves of who y'all working with, far as with Dana White. Dana White's the same guy that's had to pay fucking up to $400 million to former UFC fighters because unpaid wages and stuff that he fucked over on fighters on the UFC. Dana White's the same guy that recently was investigated by the FBI for the what's the one shit? Oh yeah, he was investigated by the FBI for these fucking fights being fixed in the UFC. And from what I heard, he turned the guys over that was being investigated, the guys that was doing the fixing of the fights. So you knew about the shit and everything. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of negativity around Dana White's name. There's not that much positivity around his name. UFC, I mean, you look at it like I said, they got a few stars over there, but they don't have more stars in their sport than we do in boxing. I can tell you that right now. And think about why the MMA guys are coming over to boxing, because they ain't making no fucking money over there in fucking UFC. Y'all boys better read the room, bro. I'm telling you, y'all better read the motherfucking room, dog, for real. This Zuffa shit, I give it about 3 years. 3 years, this shit be finito, bro. This shit ain't gonna last long, dog. I promise you it ain't gonna last long. So my boy TD said, I told people when this league was being talked about that all the fighters under 360 promotions would be merged into Zuffa. Facts, and literally all of them was over there. Boychuk, Brandon Adams, all of them. All of them guys are over there. And Brandon Adams, both of them guys that I just mentioned, both of them got fights. They got fights coming up. My boy Tim Lacey said Pro Box is like the old ECW. yeah. Pro Box, bro, they be bringing out bangers though. Yeah. And I like that explanation though, because ECW was fire though. You know what I'm saying? On the wrestling side, no cap. Ron Walker said Pro Box includes up and coming boxers. This fight card was like getting guys from the brink of starvation and having them fight on the Hunger Games. Oh man. Man, my boy TD said Tim Loeffler was part of the play for about 3 years. Absolutely. Ms. Joelle, she said it's only losers like BB and them that say boxing is dead because their favorite fighter sucks and they sad about it. Thanks, man. Like that's why I said I don't understand this whole boxing dead shit. Like, bro, boxing ain't dead, bro. We got a lot of action. It's just a lot of y'all other content creators ain't talking about this shit. Y'all not. That's just the facts. Y'all rather spend time talking about, you know, 5, 10